Hello everybody, welcome to race 1 of the 2024 OVKA karting season. This is the Legends LO206 class. We are heading out for heat 1 of a P-pick format for the day. P-pick format, you have a random starting order for the first heat, then for the second heat the order is inverted, and then the final is a point accumulation from your heat 1 and heat 2 finishing positions. So we are heading out. I am starting out in position 4. Again, no qualifying. This is just the random draw that I got. I think we had about 10 people in the class that day. So I have roughly 6 or 7 carts behind me. Actually, I'm in P3, not P4. I'm sorry. So we take off. I don't get that good of a start. The 741 kind of gets next to me and comes over just a little bit. I thought he was going to hang a little further out there, but you know, it is what it is. He got down in front of me. I got off the gas a little bit. Didn't want to smack into him too much. And the 86 was also able to get past me. So I went from position 3 to position 4. Not that big of a deal. Like I said, first race, I'm not going to be massively aggressive. I don't have any laps on these tires other than for that day we had 2 practice sessions. So I've got 2 practice sessions on these tires. You know, they're a new compound. It's a harder, slicker compound, I believe. At least that's the opinion everybody else has, and that's the way it seems to me as well. But again, I'm taking it, I'd say maybe 70% aggressive. I'm not going hog wild right here to try to win this heat. But there was a little, you know, I think the 741 and the 86 might have touched a little bit back further, and they got a little loose, a little out of sorts, but they gathered it all back up and took back off. No harm done to anybody there, and I'm trying to catch back up to him. I'm pretty sure I got off the gas a little bit, didn't want to hit anybody. And the 16, he's won the championship here in various classes, I believe, over the years, so he comes cruising on through. He's routinely, you know, P1, P2 driver out there. So he's cruising on by, and I'm trying to, you know, hang tough and see what he's doing, seeing if he's doing anything that I'm not doing. I notice he actually doesn't really get any visible wheel lift when he goes around the corners. Some karts I see do have some visible wheel lift on the inside rear. He doesn't seem to have that. So maybe that's the magic secret, I don't know. But he's got pretty good pull-out power. And he was able to drive around the 741 over that, past that corner right there. I tried to do that with the 741. I didn't quite have either the momentum. I didn't have the setup good enough for it, or I just didn't have the power, one of the two, or maybe a combination of both. Who knows? I just couldn't get around him, and I tried. So we're heading down, but I am trying to close up on the 741. If you look, you can see that his inside left rear tire or wheel was lifting up just a little bit around that turn 1 left-hander back there. So that is something that you do want to happen. I don't know how high you're supposed to really have it lift. Doesn't even have to really get off the ground, I don't think, but it needs to be that inside rear wheel of the turn does need to be unloaded for the most part. But this, I think, was maybe a 6 or 8 lap race. I'm not sure, and I haven't been counting since they started. I think we may have already received the 2 to go, but maybe not. Or the that's the halfway point right there. So I think this might have been a 6 lapper. So I move up on the 741 a little bit right there, and again, everybody else is pretty much out of distance towards the front. The 318, he pretty much went unchallenged to the checkers. The 86 and the 16, I think, are battling it out right in front of the 741, so that's for second, third. So I am in 5th right now. So I'm trying to hang as close as I can to the 741, the Boganer, in hopes that I can slingshot past him or get a good run around this corner right here and pull up next to him, heading into turn 1. So I'm closing up, and I'm thinking I'm going to swing on, and right when I decided not to do it, but then it didn't matter. The 20 came blazing up on me and just went around me nice and smooth right there. Nothing that I could even think about doing on that one. So I just fell back in line and, you know, tried to close the gap back up to him. I was not having the, you can tell, I think my line is definitely whacked out at this stage through some of these corners. I was still kind of getting back into the groove type mode there. Some turns not so bad, I was going around these okay. And so those two, they battled it just for a little bit, and that kind of brought me closer to them. And I'm going through turn one relatively decent because I did gain back up on the 741 a little bit. Although his exit was a little faster than mine, as you can see, stretches things back out on me a little bit. Now I go deep into this corner. I don't think I really wanted to go quite that deep. But I am getting a halfway decent run. I'm chewing up all that space in between them, but it doesn't happen at a place where I can, you know, use that decrease in distance to get past him. I think I ran over that curb just a little harder than I wanted to on that last corner. So we're coming down to one lap to go, and you know, I've got many other videos from this track. Unless somebody really makes a big error in front of me, it is pretty tough to pass. There are those people that just seem to have that power or that ability to just, whenever they feel like it, pull out and go around somebody. I haven't quite gotten to that level yet. So I'm driving behind the Boganator, hoping that, you know, I don't want him to crash or anything, but I would like for him to make some sort of a mistake that will give me an opening to get past. And he doesn't. He keeps it all well under control and holds me off without much issue. I didn't even get going fast enough to bang into him and give him a push down towards the finish line. He kept it in front of me. So that is it for Heat 1. Heat 2, I forgot to hit record on my video. I think I started that one in like 7th or something like that, and I finished 5th. So I made up 2 spots. So I think I will start the final, which will be the next video, in 5th, position 5. So see you at the final video.